Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik and welcome back to yet another GTA Online series. I know it, you know it, the last episode was God knows how many months ago, but for those of you that aren't caught up, we basically bought the nightclub despite the fact I didn't own any businesses this time. But rumour has it on the block, there's a new DLC coming out, and if anything from the last episode indicated anything, I was broke as hell, so we needed to make some money. So yeah, just a reminder before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and let's get into it. So, first things first, what was I gonna do? Well, I already had a bunker, I already had a nightclub, I already done all the casino stuff, and I really didn't fancy doing any heists, so the next best option was to just go get a coke lab. Even if I wasn't going to use it, I could hook it up to my nightclub after this episode and be done with it. Now, it actually works out really well because the benefits for when I was recording was double money in RP on biker businesses, meaning I was basically making double money the entire time I was recording this episode, so yeah. First things first, go off, I obviously just bought the cheapest one, I couldn't be bothered forking out a bunch of money, and we head off. Side note, in between this I was also selling my bunker a lot, so if you're seeing like random jumps of 200k in my bank account, that's why. I'm gonna cut out the other 40 plus minutes of recording from that clip, because basically I just get my ass stumped on by a guy in an oppressor. Not even sure why I tried at that point, but eventually we rock up to our, we rock up to our cocaine lab. It's looking pretty fresh, no one's here, and we're gonna go do a collection mission. It's just, go from A to B in the car, we're here, they're there, we're back, and wow. Fun fact while this cutscene plays, which shows you around my cocaine lab, I'm giving myself a 1 day to record all the lines for this and edit it, because I've got literally nothing else to go up today, so hey, isn't that cool? So up next I just decided to spin the lucky wheel. I needed to spend about 2 hours or so to let it produce all the stuff that I just got from the setup mission, and I was like, okay, I don't exactly have the money to upgrade this, I'll just do it when I earn some money. So I kind of looked at Newswire and saw Deadline was double money that week as well, so I was like, hey, I might as well, so off to Deadline we go. Honestly, one of the most fun modes in the game. I highly recommend any of the boys are watching this, let's go play some Deadline. Honestly, I did lose to a bunch of randoms, I'm not going to admit it, but hey, because the rounds were like 10 plus minutes, I did earn a good amount of money. You can see some of the results on screen now. We were doing pretty good for ourselves, I even won, like, a collective match. I know, are you proud of me? Anyway, so we earned some money, and I'm pretty sure I ended up spending it on an upgrade or something. And yeah, that leads us into the second half of this episode. So 2 minutes since this absolute train wreck of a series where it seems like every single episode I have a completely different way to try and edit, this time being record lines and then throw them up with absolutely no idea of what I'm actually doing. I roped my weed farm expecting it to not be that full. And I may notice the game's a bit stuttery if not all of the time. That's because Rockstar most likely broke something in the last update, and it seems if I alt-tab out a little bit too much for Rockstar's liking, my game likes to stutter as if it's, got Parkinson's disease. So, anyway, I rock up to the coke lab, and I'm expecting maybe, 100, 200,000 worth of weed because it's still money. I put one in, I was just thinking I was going to buy some supplies, sell some stuff, wasn't really that hard, nope. Full weed farm, and obviously, I was going to sell the weed farm, but, my game was stuttering. I wasn't the most optimistic person, okay, and if I was going to get this 500k, I was expecting it to be the most asinine, cruel mission imaginable. I walk outside, and it's just a van. Yeah, my game's stuttering and it's a single van, which can very easily be destroyed. I'm sure nothing will go wrong, and nothing did go wrong. I actually delivered it, I know, the madman. Put that straight back into the coke lab, and while I'm on the topic of the coke lab, we did also get a technician for the nightclub, just kind of double up on the profit, so get into that later. I actually have no idea when it shows up in the footage. There's like 3.5 hours this thing, think I'm gonna look for it? Nah. So yeah, and we put it on the technician, we let everything do its stuff, and then it just turned into a pattern, bunker, coke, weed, Deadline, a lot of Deadline, like a surprising amount of Deadline. But, our bank account was slowly building. Now, to try and shake things up, I did do a couple heists on call. I did actually end up getting into one casino heist. The guy had gold, we just kind of spent a while trying to actually ace the heist because I was a bit rusty and he kind of didn't know what he was doing, but we did that little funky little gold thing where you get the max take. God knows how we did it, but hey, if I was getting money, I'm getting money. So we walk out with there, I get like 700k out of the 3 million he got. So hey, fair trade, honestly, because I actually didn't do anything. I was more a nuisance than anything else, and I did try and join a couple more, as you can see on screen. The result of that was just all the clouds. And fun fact, for those of you wondering, if you ever get stuck in the clouds and don't know how to get out of them, just change your crew and it forces you back to the character select screen, select your character, and you're good. It's a trick I used many times while I got stuck going into the casino in these recording sessions, so hey, the more you know. Now, I did also try messing around just kind of robbing some stores. I knew it wasn't going to make me much money, but hey, it was actually pretty fun, rob a store, get 2,000, get gunned down police, and have to pay like 500 of that back to them. But it was fun just going around robbing stores with a giant ass laser cannon, middle of the night. It was pretty aesthetic, not gonna lie. So again, my bank account was slowly building, and honestly, the update was getting closer. Even now, I have absolutely no idea what it's going to be. I'm hoping it's a business though, because honestly, these videos are the easiest ones to make. Now, it was inevitable that I was going to have 2 bad sell missions, and 2 bad sell missions I did have. And the first one came in the form of the bunker. I got the Merryweather sale, and I was pretty much planning on leaving the session at that point because I hate that mission with a burning passion. And luckily, some guy gave me reason to leave the session. He tried to blow me up in the jet. Luckily, my reaction times after playing this game for 5 years are basically through the roof, so I could find a new session before I lost all my products out. I lost like 7,000. Luckily, I delivered that without any problems. But the real worst thing happened in the final part of the recording. So this is the final thing I actually ended up recording, and it was my nightclub sale. I got the cargo bob sale, and for those of you that know what was going on, allow me to explain, even if you're not too familiar with the sale. So the cargo bob sale, you go outside and Tony's like, yeah, we got some stuff in the back of the van, drive the van to this location. And I'm like, okay. And I pull up to the location, and that's when I get the amazing realisation that it's this sale. Now, some of you may wonder why this is such a bad deal. Surely you've not been bothered, all you need to do is pick it up with a cargo bob and lift it over the ocean with a heavy as this van and then put it on a small platform, and so I pick it up eventually. Again, I dislike cargo bobs, they're way too hard to pick up stuff, but they're fun to mess around with if you get in like the hang of them for a month or so. But I pick it up, and already I know that I'm not going to be going so much forward than I am up. If I go forward too much, I was crashing into the ocean, and God help me, that van was swinging like there was no tomorrow. But I get it to the platform, and lower it down, and luckily, stuff's delivered. Seriously, I cannot stress, I can't include the audio because it was awful. You could visibly hear me breathe a sigh of relief once that was done, but that was a nightclub saga done. You know, Coke made a little bit of a difference, like you can only hold like 2 of them at once, it's like, it wasn't that much. I'll expand the storage with my riches from the next DLC, whatever it may be. But we delivered that no problem. But now comes the Coke sale. Now, you know how I said previously that when I was selling the weed I thought that was going to be the worst sell mission of all time and it kind of jukes me? Well, imagine a half-full Coke lab with about 1 upgrade. I don't even think I ended up buying the equipment upgrade in the end. Getting 2 helicopters while the game is lagging in a very populated lobby. And you get the finale to this episode. So I'm driving off, I'm in Discord, I'm grooving with the boys. And I get the helicopter cell mission, so I'm like, okay, not that bad. And it's on the way there where the game starts to stutter. You're seeing it now. This game did not want to cooperate, and I believe I had like 3 helicopters? I don't think I had 4. And I've got to fly these from Sunday Shores I failed, all the way to Los Santos, drop them off at 5 points, come back in said helicopter and do that 2 to 3 more times. And let me tell you, the stuttering did not let up. It wasn't like a couple minutes thing where it's like, oh, let the game get used to it. I actually had to stop and restart the recording to see if that would fix it. Like, I was genuinely running through all the solutions I could in my head. I was like, is my RAM full? Is something running in the background? Did I accidentally install a Bitcoin miner? I was looking at things. You know, you get the gist. I was trying to every single thing to stop, and eventually, you know, even though I've made it about halfway through the cell mission at this point, it just stopped without reason. I wish I was showing them. After stopping and restarting the recording, you know, trying to clear my RAM, eventually the game was like, nah, we'll let him run the game normally. And yeah, after that, the sale went smooth. You know, we go from stop to stop to stop to stop to stop, and well, yeah. Honestly, I can't even edit something to 2 act on this time. You know, it was like clear and cut of an episode. We just sell a lot of stuff. Honestly, next time I'll try and get some of the guys and we'll kind of mess around, make some funny moments, you know. We'll see how it is. Do give me suggestions of what I should do in the new update, you know. Hey, maybe if it's a whole new heist or a whole new business with a bunch of different things to do, we'll find out. But hey, I think, you know, as stupid as it is, we are actually wrapping this up at the 8-minute mark. So hey, it's a much more digestible episode this time. We did some funny stuff. I'm sorry there was no insane edits this time, but honestly I've been so restrictive with going on holiday sometime soon that I wanted to get this out before I left. And yeah, funnily enough, the update comes out on a Tuesday and I leave on the Saturday of that week, so God knows how that episode's gonna turn out for you all. Maybe it'll be delayed a slight amount. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a thumbs up, possibly subscribe, turn notifications, leave a comment down below, leave stuff that you want me to do in the series in the comments. And I want to start getting into GTA episodes slightly. You know, obviously we've done a decent amount. I'm thinking maybe we do like Doomsday heists or regular heists at some point. I'll have to see if I can get like a decent crew of people together, or maybe I'll just get a bunch of randoms or 80-year-olds with mics. I'm sure that'll be of equal entertainment value. So yeah, let me know what you want to see with this series in the comments below. And that's all I have to say. Shorter episode than usual, but hey, you know what they say. You're allowed to monetize 8-minute long videos now, and I'm not even stretching this one to 10 minutes because I literally physically can't. I only have 3.5 hours of footage. Normally I have 20! So yeah, with all said and all that aside, thanks for watching guys. Mine's been Neremik. Peace out. And then, as if from the heavens to punish me for all the times I ripped my Bible in my Jewish friend's bedroom, Rockstar delivered the newswire at 3:30. And God fucking damn it.
Popeye's chicken sandwich.